What is up, YouTubers? I am back. Last time I spoke, I think I was still doing the intercooler piping. A little update, as you can see on this side, I have finished up the intercooler going into the manifold. And it is very, very easy to do, and it looks beautiful. I had the elbow connector coming off the intercooler into a straight pipe into a piece that I had to cut. It was at 90 degrees. I kind of cut it to like 30 degrees ish, 20. But it connects straight into this tube, which has a blow-off valve, into the engine. Now this tube with the blow-off valve, I just bought a pre-made tube with a mount already on it. I think I mentioned it before, but I just have a cheap blow-off valve, and that has line running into the distributor cap. And then over here I have the GM intake air temperature sensor plugged into a bung, and that bung is simply JB welded. But yeah, that's the update for now. Over here I just have the turbo mocked up. I only have 2 bolts in it, but the CX Racing kit came with a oil drain line. However, it didn't come with the AN fittings or anything like that to actually attach to the sump. Because of that, I just ordered it was like a $20 kit off of eBay. It was very, very cheap, and I'm gonna install that later this week. I have the manifold in, and we got the wastegate right there. That has a vacuum line coming off it, and this line is going to go into this port on the turbo, so we can see boost. And right now I was just mocking up the intercooler piping on this side so I can get my bumper back on. Now, the more progress is progress, and so I wanted to keep on trucking along with this project while I wait for those oil lines to come. Yeah. What is up, guys? We're back at it again. We now have the turbo installed. Oh yeah, last time I was just mocking up the intercooler piping, but now I have finally installed everything. So we got the turbo mounted. It's got all 4 bolts in with the gasket. I put in the top oil fitting because I can. After I get the bumper on and everything, I'm going to put on the fitting, and it looks like this. It's just a 2-bolt thing with a NPT to AN, what's called adapter on it, and there's the gasket for it and everything. I got a oil kit, which I don't think I showed you guys yet, but it just came with all the AN adapters that I needed, AN fittings I needed for the oil. Now, right now, I still need to do that, the oil drain. I can put the oil feed on right now. I think it'll reach to where the feed is. It's gonna be where the oil sensor is, which I believe is just like right there. I need to drain the oil, of course, and tap the pan. But right now, I'm just going to, I finished installing everything, so now I'm going to put on the bumper. What is up, ladies and gentlemen? We are back at it again. I got the car out of the garage, and we got it up on the jack stands. Now, again, kind of forgot to record, but we have the downpipe installed, including the O2 sensor, the AEM O2 sensor, and yeah, it was, you know, the CX Racing kits, they don't love to match up their holes and stuff, so it was kind of a tight fit, kind of had to finagle the parts. This part was easy, is the lining up the downpipe to the mid pipe. That part was annoying because the holes didn't quite line up, but we got there eventually. Yeah, but other than that, it was relatively simple. I did put a little bit of RTV. I just put some just to be extra careful. You can't hurt it too much. Aside from that, got everything else installed, including the little piping here. Basically, all there's left to do is to attach the oil lines and fuel. Now, I'm pretty sure I showed you guys this last time, but I have the I got this kit with the AN fittings and the drain line, and I have the fuel line right here. Or sorry, fill line. The drain will go right into the oil pan, and it'll go like somewhere around there. The fill line. Now I do actually have a sandwich plate, but I did not bother to put it on because it is a CX racing part, and I'd rather not deal with oil leaks as well as exhaust leaks. So what I'm gonna do is, this right here is a 1/8 MPT fitting, and so I bought this little it's an M12 by 1.25 to 1/8 MPT and another M12, and then I got a separate adapter for M12 to 1/8 MPT because I thought I would need the M12, but then I didn't. So made this little thingamajig. This is gonna go right into where the existing temperature sensor is gonna go. In this hole is gonna go the new temperature sensor for the AEM gauge, and in this hole is going to go the fill line, which means I won't be running the stock oil temperature sensor. But yeah, I'll get back to you guys when I'm done with this oil setup, and that should be it. What's up guys, back at it again. Got the car up in the air. We're hooking up the oil. Underneath here, I got my little setup. Started drilling the hole. Drilling it right there. I used a Dremel to sort of sand off this fin here on this side, and I just started drilling through. I saw someone put it here online. I forget what his name is. It's like Max Simmons or something. He's on YouTube. But I was afraid I would go too low with like the oil line, or go too high and not be able to take off that bolt. So instead I decided to put it in the middle where a lot of people do it. I'm not welding it in because I don't have a welder, and oil pressure shouldn't be too high. Use a little bit of JB Weld on the outside to hold that fitting in place in case it does want to fall out. What is up guys, we are back at it again. It's the next day, and I have put on the turbo feed. It was very simple. I think I showed it to you guys before, but in case you don't remember, what I did was, in this spot right here, right where my light is pointing, there was a port where the oil pressure sensor was. I took a M12 to 3/8 MPT adapter, and I put turbo feed line here, and I put the AEM oil pressure sensor there. I just have the connector to the old pressure sensor just like dangling around. But yeah, I'll connect up the actual sensor to the gauge later because the cable isn't long enough. But I think that means I'm done. I'm just gonna do a once over on everything. I need to fill the oil back up. I think this calls for the last thing to do. That is remove the cap to the turbo. It's looking beautiful. Yeah. Hey, what's up guys? We're back at it again. It is September 14th, and we had some good luck, we had some bad luck. More bad luck than good luck, but it's luck nonetheless. Basically, car started. Completely base 2, no injectors, no fuel pump, completely stock engine except for all the bits and bobs that I added to it.